here and where you see yourself in 5 years. Those conversations gives him an idea. Okay, where can he be with you in 5 years? He's thinking of the future, not just surface levels, not getting deeper. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Nerdy Dating. I'm your host, Zakka, and what is Nerdy Dating? It's a relationship advice podcast from a viewpoint of a nerd here in Kansas City, Missouri. And there is a question you have for me. You can put it in the comment section below and I answer it as best I can on the next episode, or I just get to the next episode. Also, please continue to share the podcast. Please continue to like. Please continue to put it a part of your daily, weekly, resume or weekly rotation of podcasts. I appreciate you guys who've been following and who've been listening. Love y'all, and please continue to share it, because when you share the podcast with your friends and family, or somebody who's going through something that might need a third person's thought process on it, I appreciate that. That's like putting money in my pocket. I don't really get paid for this, but you're putting money in my pocket. Attention is currency, so please continue to share the podcast. Now, let's go and get into today's topic, which YouTube also sent me this topic. It is how to know if he wants a serious relationship. So how does a girl know, or how does somebody knows when a guy wants a serious relationship? And I decided to do some research, pull up a few articles, and for the most part, the same thought process I had and I was going to explain, which I am going to explain, is the same thing that everybody else said. There's an article I won't put in the comment section below. It's like 46 signs that he wants to be serious with you. There's another one that has like 25 different signs that he wants to be serious with you. And then Steven Speaks, who is another relationship advice guy on YouTube, drops really pretty serious advice, wrote a couple of books, well-known author at this point. I'll say within the dating community and the relationship advice community. Good follow. Also put his video in the comment section below. But he also mentioned some things that I'm like, all right, cool. We're all on the same page here. This is the same thought process. And Steven has like 7 points. I'm just going to give you 4 points. 4 quick, easy points to know that he wants to be serious with you, or he's trying to lead to a serious relationship with you. So, point number 1, he introduced you to his family and friends, or pretty much he's not afraid to show you off in public. That right there is a good sign that at least he's comfortable with you in public and comfortable with you around his friends and family, to see how they react to you, how you react to them, see how you guys get along. Because some guys, they want to bring somebody within the community within their community or within their circle that doesn't cause issues. When he comes over, they don't clash with your friends and family. They want a guy or a girl to come in and just be, somebody who can get along with everybody. So a guy wants somebody who comes in, wants a partner that comes in that gets along with everybody. They don't want somebody who comes in and then all of a sudden they start fighting the mom or fighting the best friend. So you can't hang out with your significant other and your friends and family because everybody's clashing. A guy doesn't want that. They want somebody that can get along with their friends and family. So if he introduced you to his friends and family, even if it's just the friends first, and the family might not even be much later down the line, but even just the friends first, to see how you handle the friend dynamic, that's a sign where a guy might be interested in seeing a serious relationship with you. If you can hang out with the friends and he's okay talking to you in front of the friends and introduce you as, this is my friend I'm speaking to, or y'all not serious, you haven't put a relationship stamp on it yet, separate label, but he introduced, hey, this is my friend so-and-so, or he probably won't say this is the girl I'm dating. He probably this is my friend, and introduce you. That's how you know. But the fact that he's introducing you is the process of, okay, at least something serious is going on here, because he's at least get me to meet a group of his friends, and not just 1 or 2 friends, like his good group of friends. 2, he makes time for you and communicates with you. And what I mean by communicate and make time is not doing the whole late night come over, or every time you see him, you guys just hooking up. No, you guys are going on actual dates. You guys are having conversations about, your background, your life, and being vulnerable with each other. And that's actually number 3 too, which I'm just mixing together. 3 is he can be openly vulnerable with you and express his emotions. He won't hide himself. So with those conversations, because communication kind of goes in both of these, but that first one, number two, is that he's willing to plan dates. He's willing to take you out. He's willing to go places with you. And every time you see each other, you're not just hooking up. You're not just having sex. You're actually building something on top of it. You're learning more about each other. You're getting deeper. And part of that conversation, part of number three is the same thing, that communication getting deeper. It's not just base level, what's your favorite color? Blue. What's your favorite thing to do? Watch sports. No, it's more like, okay, how do you like to spend your free time? What do you like to do to excite you? He's getting deeper on you versus just seeing, what you like. I like shopping on the weekend. Okay, well, we can't really build on that. Oh, I like going to so-and-so and we doing this. And I like putting these outfits together because, putting outfits and being into fashion gives me life and excites me. Because then he can see like, oh, that's a hobby you're into. I can get into that hobby with you. I can't get into that hobby with you. He can start seeing like how the future might look with you, what weekends can be like spending with you. So those deeper conversations that you guys are having about how you guys spend your time and how you guys see your future and what's going on here and where you see yourself in 5 years. Those conversations gives him an idea. Okay, where can he be with you in 5 years? He's thinking of the future, not just surface levels, not getting deeper. And as far as making time, there's something called being busy. Yes, we get that. You're busy, but he sets up a date. I can't do this weekend, but how about Thursday? I can't do this Friday. How about Tuesday? I can't do Tuesday. How about Sunday? Like there's certain times, okay, I can't do 9 o'clock p.m., but I can do 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock p.m. this Wednesday afternoon. How's that work for you? So setting up time and making communication, that part of 2 and 3, which I'm just merging to 3. And number 2, those are things that God will show that he's interested in being serious with you. It's not surface level conversation. He's actually setting up like valuable time to spend with you. And number 4, he asks you to be in a relationship. He lets you know where he's at. If he tells you, no, I'm gonna be casual, then he doesn't want a serious relationship. Or he says, I'm just looking to have fun right now, most likely he's not looking to be in a serious relationship, but he's like, hey, not exclusive, because exclusive to me is just boyfriend, girlfriend, but with the excuse of saying, I don't have to commit just yet. I can still live my life and be single without having to commit to a serious relationship. That's what exclusive means. When he says, I want to be boyfriend, girlfriend, or would like to be my girlfriend, or when you be in a relationship with me, that's how you know he is serious about being in a relationship and he's not going to pretend about that. And then he could be, saying he's serious and want to be in a relationship, but his actions not going to reflect that, which back to number 2 and 3, the actions part of it. His actions and making time. And actually, let's throw a 5th one on there. His actions. Does his actions match his words? Did he say he wants to spend time with you and he follows through with that? Does he say he's going to do something, he follows through with that? Does he show up when you're sick? Does he show up when you're going through something? Does he listen to you and communicates with you? His actions matches his words. If you're like, I'm not feeling today, he shows up, bring you some tea or coffee or some cough syrup or medicine, something like that. When he know you're not feeling good, like those signs of somebody that somebody's serious about you. That like, oh, it's cold out, I left my umbrella, I left my jacket, and he's having to be around, or he's at his place and he's in the neighborhood and he has a coat or jacket and he gives you his coat and jacket. Yes, that's being a gentleman thing, but at the same time, that's a guy who's willing to be serious. Like he willing to take care of you and make sure you're taken care of. So the actions, which is part of like number 2, but the actions as well. But he's serious about it. He's not going to be like saying, oh, well, I'm just going to, like be casual or just here to have fun. If he's like, I'm looking to meet a person who I can see the rest of my life with, I'm looking to meet somebody who I can be in a relationship with, that's how you know it's a guy who's looking to be serious. And from there, just figure out if you guys mesh well enough to be in a serious relationship. And that's up to him. Make sure like, hey, I don't see it going forward, or I do see it going forward. Would you like to be my girlfriend? Would you like to be my partner? So that's it. So let's bring back, and I can't throw a 5th one in there, but let's bring it back here. So number 1 is he introduces you to his friends and family, or he's not afraid to show you out in public. That's number 1. Number 2, he makes time for you. He actually set up quality dates, not just come over and spend the night, and he communicate with you about what's going on, why he's busy, why he can't do this, but we have to set up a certain time, a different day. Number 3 is he's willing to be open with you and vulnerable with you and not willing to hide who he is. He's willing to express his emotion, willing to express who he is and be vulnerable with you and open up to you. That's how you know he's also serious about moving something forward. He's willing to let his doors down. 4, he's going to be open and honest and just say, would you like to be, in a relationship with me? He's going to establish the relationship. He's going to, DTR, define the relationship. He's going to define it. He's not going to hide it. He's not going to be shy about it. If he's like, I want casual, he'll let you know he wants casual. If he wants something serious, he's going to let you know he wants something serious, and he's going to ask you for, that serious relationship. And then his actions, which you can throw another 5th one, bonus one in there, his actions is going to match his words. If he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. If he's going to be there, he's going to be there. He's going to show up, he's going to show up. You're not going to say something came up, I can't show up. He'll be important. He'll know it's important to you. He'll be there for you. If you realize that you're sick, he'll go out of his way to make you feel better. So as he knows a guy is serious about being in a relationship with you, they're going to stay by your side. They're going to care for you. That's it. Yeah. And now you probably be like, well, there's guys out there who pretend to do this. Most likely a guy who say I want to be serious in a relationship and tell you be serious, he's probably going to tell you that because you want to hear that, not because he's actually showing you. That action match the word thing is a very important piece of it. If his action's not matching what he's saying, don't be fooled when you ask, hey, will you be my boyfriend? He's like, sure. And then all of a sudden he's not doing boyfriend stuff. He should already be doing boyfriend things before you establish that relationship, because nothing should change when you throw a title on him. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm a boyfriend, I should start acting like a boyfriend. No, he should already be doing those things. When that title comes, the title just get added to it. So, and when I say boyfriend serious, I mean like exclusive relationship. Where you define your relationship is exclusive relationships though. Like if a guy says he wants to be in a serious relationship, he will already start doing the things that a boyfriend will be doing before you establish the relationship on it. It's up to you to be like, well, I want that, I don't want that. And when he decided to establish relationships, up to you be like, oh yeah, I don't want to be in a serious relationship, or yes, I do want to be in a serious relationship. Don't be afraid of a guy who's going to be serious about that and move forward with it. Now, we can have a whole nother conversation about timing. That's a whole nother conversation for a different day. Different guys move differently. Each guy has their own sense of when they feel like they're ready to establish that relationship. It's depending on how comfortable you are. But a guy, if he wants to be in a serious relationship, he's already going to start doing boyfriend things before that relationship gets serious, because he's courting you. He wants to show you that, hey, I'm serious about this. I want to be a partner for you for a long time. So that is my tips on when a guy wants to be serious and how he'll let you know he wants to be serious. And then you can go look at the other the YouTube episode from Steven Speaks below, and then the other articles that are below if you want to get more details on it. But 25 reasons and 49 reasons is a little extensive, but heck, if it helps you get a better idea, go for it. Dig in. All right, guys, it's time to react to some TikTok videos. So this first one is from Kiss 108, the radio station. The question they have on here, does he have the right to send his ex flowers on Valentine's Day? That's a question they're asking. So let's see what this one is about.
So last night, my boyfriend came to me, and mind you, we've been dating just under a year. So it's our first Valentine's Day. First one of hopefully many, I thought.
Yeah.
And he decided that he wanted to buy his ex. He told me he wants to buy his ex roses on Valentine's Day as well.
Why?
And I'm pissed. So he has a child with his ex, which they're good. They're good together, and they're co-parenting. But I just think that Valentine's Day is not about giving your ex baby mama flowers. I think it's about spending it with like who you're actually in a relationship with. Like it's more of a romantic holiday, not.
But you're upset. I mean, this girl's going to be in his life forever.
Yeah.
There is a daughter involved. You're that mad that he's just sending flowers and showing love?
Yeah, because it's not like if it's Mother's Day, awesome. Like she's the mother of your kid, but not on Valentine's Day is for your spouse, or like who you're with. Like that's how I see it. So I think that's a little bit crazy. And I told him about this, and he freaked out, saying I was being controlling, that the mother supports the daughter and is taking care of the daughter with her all the time, and that she deserves to have flowers on Valentine's.
See, I see your point, and I think at some point you're probably right, but it's going to be a tough battle to fight in this relationship. It's never good to go head-to-head with a guy's baby mama.
So last night, my boy...
All right. They asked, does he have the right to send his ex flowers on Valentine's Day? Well, the big kicker is that that's his daughter's mother. That's his baby mama, and they're co-parenting. In this situation, I say he does have the right to do that. He's perfectly fine doing that. I understand that she's upset, and she has the right to feel the way she feels, because she feels like Valentine's Day should be between you and your significant other. But just giving roses to the mother of your kids, of your child, and then that's it. He dropped the roses off. Here's the roses. No, and give his daughter a hug and walks out the door. Like, his good point that it's the person she's treating his daughter right. Is just say like, hey, thank you for taking care of my daughter. Valentine's Day doesn't have to be about, love and significant other. Think about when you was in school. Think about when you was a kid in kindergarten and middle school, where you had to do Valentine's Day and give everybody a Valentine's Day card in school. It wasn't even the person that you wanted to be your girlfriend, boyfriend as a kid. You just wanted like, oh, I'll give the right Valentine's Day. Here's a Valentine's Day card for you. Valentine's Day card for you, so everybody feels included. I think that's perfectly fine. Like, think of the flowers as a Valentine's Day card to, to his baby mama. And by him doing that, it also shows the daughter that you can have two different parents who are not together, and they can still appreciate each other and value each other and still respect each other. So it shows her that, like, hey, my father likes my mom, and it shows my father cares for my mom, even though they're not romantically together. And then as far as the side where your partner goes, he can do other things for her. He can give her flowers. He can give her, card. He can give her chocolate. He can take her on a nice date. He can do all these things to make her feel like she's also valuable too, and feel romantically in love. Love doesn't have there's no cap on love. To say that you can't love somebody and then not love me too is almost like, wow, love has no infinite number on it. Just like how money has no gender role, love has no infinite money on it and infinite amount on it. There's no amount cap of love. Like, well, I can't love you more because I love your mom, or I can't love you more because I love my daughter, or whatever the case would be. I can't, no. You can love people different ways. And for him to show his daughter that, hey, your mom and I are still cordial. We still respect each other. Here's flowers for, your mother. That is going to be huge for the daughter. But back to her in a sense where she's like, well, and I think they said only dated for about a year. Let me see real quick. I think it was like a year they've been dated for. We've been dating for under a year, just under a year. So not even a full year yet. You're new in his life. That the baby mama been in his life for who knows how long, depending on how long that daughter is, even longer. And it's going to be there for at least next 18 years, 20 years of that lady's life. It's okay to give flowers. That's all he's doing. Now, he's doing more than giving flowers, keeping contacts, all this extra stuff in the back end. That's different. But the flowers thing is okay. I understand it's Valentine's Day, but to give somebody else flowers on Valentine's Day and go on about your business and then proceed to give you a very nice Valentine's Day and make sure all your Valentine's Day needs and wants are met, I think that's perfectly fine. So does he have the right? Yes, he has the right to. And she's okay with being mad as well, but she also has to understand that that kid and that lady is going to be in his life, and if she continues to date him at least for the next 20 years. And if she's not comfortable with that, then she can also move on. That's her prerogative. But if she takes a moment to take a step back and say, you know what? Okay, this is something that I signed up for when I decided to date a guy who has a baby mama who is also cordial with his mother and with the baby mama and his daughter, who doesn't hold any ill will. And think about it, like, you want the kid to experience the parents who don't hate each other, who can show like, hey, you can still feel for your, you can still care for each other, but not be together. And I think that's the most powerful thing for a kid in the situation. And I think for her, for the girlfriend right now, the current girlfriend, she either have to understand that or be like, you know what, I did sign up for this. This is not what I wanted. I'm gonna be out. As far as her getting mad, she can get mad. That's perfectly in her wheelhouse to do so. She can get upset, but she can't. She should not call him out on it. She shouldn't say that he's choosing the baby mama over her, because that's not what he's doing. She shouldn't accuse him of anything. She can be upset about it, but she shouldn't have to accuse him and say like he's in the wrong and how dare he. And understand that she feel like Valentine's Day should be with your significant other. But there are going to be other ladies and dudes like his parents as well. Like if he wanted to give his mom Valentine's Day flowers, that's just it. That's the extent of it. Now you're like, whoa. It's not just the flowers. It's going to start down here. You can make this whole assumption it's going to start from the flowers and go on down. But here's the thing with that. Is he showing his actions, back to earlier, is his actions reflecting that like, oh, he's having side conversations. Oh, he's going over to the mama's place all the time. The daughter's not there. Is he doing these things where it seems like he's being fishy and that he still has like, romantic feelings for his baby mama? Are you seeing those things? You've been dating for under a year. Those signs would have showed itself already if they haven't done so yet. Or you just been blind to the signs. You didn't pick out the red flags. And then this is the moment you were like, I'm going to do that. So I would say watch his actions. This is one time only deal where he did that, and that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. And he does have a right to do that. All right. Next video from Kiss 108. I'm going to pause it here real quick. So the next video from them, it says, is anyone else flabbergasted by her relationship? All right, so let's see what
my boyfriend, we do not live together. We are not married. We've been together 12 years. We split every single dinner, drinks, anything that we do, we split it. We Venmo each other. We have never had an argument about money. We have had a couple of Ross and Rachel kind of we're on a break thing. And if I go on a date, I'm not putting my card down at all.
Okay. Wait, Amanda.
Yeah.
So you let this guy off the hook for 12 years with splitting everything with you, but then you go on a date with a random man and you won't put your card out?
Yes. Yeah.
What's going on with that?
So we have been together, like I said, a long time. We have been through good, bad. Like I said, we've had our breakups. I could have called in on, any of your skits of Yep, I've broken into his house. I've gone through his Apple Watch, found out he went on a date, but we have had our separations. And yeah, if I go on a date, I'm not putting my card down. But
so why are you splitting it with your boyfriend that's cheating on you and doing all this weird stuff?
She's cutting out.
Well, she's cutting out, and that's good. I
don't understand her relationship.
Well, they're roommates, but they don't live together.
But they're not living together.
Yeah.
So what's the draw here?
I don't know. It sounds like they've had some ups and downs. There's been some cheating and other things.
My boyfriend, we do not.
You might yell flabbergasted for the relationship. They're not in a relationship. They might believe they're in a relationship, but they're not in a committed, trusting relationship. They're not in a healthy relationship. They can be in a relationship, but and we don't know what her actual issue was and why she called in about it. But I guess she was probably getting to the point before she cut out that like, I won't pay for another man on a date, but my boyfriend, I go half and half. I guess the guy that she's talking to, she could be in a non-monogamous relationship, was talking to was like, wait a minute, so you and your boyfriend right now, y'all go half and half, and you go half and half on dates and all this stuff, but you won't go half and half on a date with me? I can see that could be an issue, especially if this is not the first date. This is like the second, third, or fourth date, maybe fifth date, and he's like, okay, well, let's go half and half on this, and she doesn't want to do that. Don't date a guy who doesn't want to go. Who don't date a guy who wants to go half and half on a date. For one, two. Why are you putting yourself in a situation? And then as far as you and your boyfriend, y'all don't live together. Y'all don't. I'm not flabbergasted by it because people have different relationships and how you want to live your life. That's up to you. But the whole thing of like, I'm going to break into his house and see what he's doing. I'm going to go through his Apple Watch to see stuff. That's not healthy. This is not a healthy relationship. This is not a relationship you want to mimic or want to take away from. I guess the one thing you want to take away from this relationship is that this is not the relationship you want to have, and this relationship you should not follow behind. Don't put yourself in that shoe. Don't put yourself in that relationship because that relationship is not healthy at all. That's not healthy. It's not going to be like be in that relationship. You want to be in a healthy relationship where you trust somebody, wherever boundaries you guys establish, the boundaries you guys follow, if the boundaries move, the other person has the opportunity or option to either adjust for that boundary or say I can't agree with that boundary and I'm going to be out of it. Come to a compromise, whatever the case may be. Because relationship takes work, but yeah, that's not healthy. 12 years not living together. Okay, some couples do their own thing, but you're splitting the bill all the time. You're pretty much like in a relationship with a friend. I guess it's not in a friend. Like, if you want to be in a relationship with somebody that you're friends with, but I mean, like you're nothing much. Like they said, roommates. You're nothing more than that. You're roommates. That's it. Who don't live together. That's the best way to put it. Because you and your roommate, you're cordial. You might go out to eat together. One person gets his own tab. The other person gets their own tab. Just hanging out, but you go your own. You do your own things like that. You come back and live like. You're not even dating. Like now you live in the same house. Y'all just friends. It's like that you. I don't even know. Because even my friends, I wouldn't go through their phone and stuff like that. Like, what are you doing? Like, who you're talking to? I don't know. They don't know what's their companionship, their companions who they're just not healthy. It's not a good relationship to be in. That's an unhealthy relationship. And these are things you should see and be like, no, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to put myself in that situation. How can I avoid getting that situation? And how about you just communicate what you want and your needs are and speak to your partner about that. And then your partner is like, well, no, I can't provide that or I can't provide that or this is what I can do. You might have to look at it and say, you know what? I need this and I'll have to be out or, I'm going to sit in this and see where we go. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. All right, next video. This is from Kate_Braden. So what you have to say?
That dating motto that girls came up with. If he won't, find someone who will. Like if he won't open your door for you, find someone who will. Simple, right? My brother just asked me, does that work for guys too? I was like, of course. Find a girl that is up to your standards. Yeah. So he's like, so if she doesn't cook for me, find someone who will. Yeah, technically. If she won't do my laundry for me, then find a girl that will. If she won't come to the gym with me, find a girl that will. Why does it sound so bad when men say it? I don't agree nor disagree either way, but now I'm just super confused.
Why does it sound so bad when men say it? I think the reason why it sounds so bad when men say it is because for men kind of have always been the over decades and over generations, men has been, in a sense, let's just call it what it is, the head of the household. They've been the one who had the most power, and power is not the word, but in relationship, men said, hey, this is what it is we're going to follow. This is the rules, this is how we're going to do this. Like, this situation, this is it. Ladies never really had the autonomy to choose what I hope I used that word right, but what they wanted to do, who they wanted to date, who they wanted to be with. They never really had the option to do that until, the turnaround, the 1900s. I guess it'd be a little bit more than that. And then women rights really didn't go into effect until the 1960s. So ladies who, they was working like during the World War I, World War II, ladies working in factories, stuff like that to bring home money while their significant other was all fighting the war. But they really didn't have the ability to just say, you know what, screw it. I'm not dating anybody. I'm not married to anybody. I'm going to go do my own thing, go make my own money without having society be like, you can't be an executive or you can't be so-and-so. So with that dynamic changing, over the last 30-something years, 40, 50 years, the dynamic can speak now. The dynamic has been changing where ladies have the ability to say, I don't want to date somebody who doesn't do this for me. I'm going to date somebody who will. I have the ability to choose my partner versus being told that this is going to be my next significant other, or I'm going to get married to him because I'm financially stuck in this situation. No, I can do what I want. And a guy who has the ability to do that can do that too. But the reason why it sounds so bad, because men has always been in the one having that power and control as far as like, well, you know, I always have the chance to say who I want to date and who I want to be with and who's going to be with me, so and so. Now men don't have the ability just to say like, I just want to date so and so. I can go choose her and she's just going to fall for me because I have the power dynamic as far as financial stability and also such other thing where the lady feel like she needs to, you know, be with somebody for financial safety or whatever the case would be. Now when it comes down to, I can live on my own, I can do my own thing, I can live my life, not really be forced to, you know, be with somebody in order to get by. All right, I get to choose my partner. So it comes down to the little things like, well, if she doesn't want to cook for me or she doesn't want to clean and, you know, wash and while I do so and so, all right, well, I don't want to date her. I just go find somebody who does the same thing. And lady has the same thing. She can say, well, you know, if he doesn't want to help around the house, he doesn't want to do this, I can just go find a guy who will help around the house and also, you know, bring in financial stability for me, something like that. It's completely up to each person's right to do that. But the reason why it sounds so bad, because men has always been the one who had the ability to choose that. And now as the, you know, relationship dynamics change and the modern way of dating is different, it feels weird for somebody who's always had the ability to say that, just, you know, establish that, like, hey, this is what I want. If you always had the ability to say it, always had the ability to do it and choose it, why do you need to say it? Well, now you have to say it, and that's why it sounds so bad. But he is completely right in his viewpoint, and she's completely right in her viewpoint. But that's why it sounds bad. That's my thoughts. And for those who are like, no, well, you're not thinking, go look at the history books, go read documentations, go through articles and stuff like that, and go and come back to me. And then we have a conversation. But if you can't find an article to point out, say, well, Ali, you know, women's been in power since 18 something or since 17, I'm gonna look at you like, majority of women? Or that's just like one situation. Like, okay, especially in America. Okay. All right, come back to me. Who's the founding fathers of America? Come back to me. All right, next video. This is a long one, so I apologize in advance. It's 3 minutes and 15 seconds. She says, I'm dating a broke guy, and then she asks a question in here. This is from Baby Ghost, 115. So let's see what she has to say.
I'm dating a broke guy, and it really, really sucks because he has the best personality, hands down. I have so much fun with him, but it's like it's gotten to the point where right now I'm not doing as financially well as I normally do. So in the past, like, we have taken trips, but I've paid for the trips, I've paid for the hotel, I've paid for the rental of the car. If we've been to concerts, I've paid for the tickets. He does what he can when he can, but he doesn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? But he does what he can when he can. But it's gotten to the point where it definitely sucks because I'm not doing as well financially. I can't afford to do things for 2 people. I can't even afford to do things just myself right now. So because I can't afford to do things for 2, we actually don't do anything. We haven't done anything. Like, if I'm being honest, like in September, for my birthday month, he does celebrate me around those times though. He does celebrate me around the holidays. He does celebrate me around my birthday. But yeah, it's been October, November, December, January. So for the past 4 months, me and him, we just been like sitting ducks. And yeah, it sucks. Like, it's crazy because I feel like females come online and talk about, like, look what he bought me, look what he got me, look at where he took me. It's like the ones that are dating the broke men, we don't talk about it. But it's like, no, I mean, I don't know, there has to be like a conversation about it. And it really sucks because I feel like it's kind of getting to the point where if I'm not the breadwinner, or if I don't somehow make my life lead me up to making income for two, I don't think that I'm going to be able to be with this person. And it just really sucks because like I said, he has like the best personality hands down. So I'm on here to ask, what do I do? And don't be too cold. Like, don't be too rude. You know what I'm saying? Because I had my narcissist ex-boyfriend who made way more money than I did. And that wasn't the answer. Like, so it's like, where is the common ground? Like, and obviously I do have a little bit of fear. Like, if I stay with him during this whole time and I continue to help out, is he gonna just walk away when he does better? It's just, it's so scary. It's so crazy because it's like, I really, really like him. And I really, really, really like, don't want to like not be with him, but at the same time too, like, I'm too effing old to do this shit. Like, I've already spun around this block a few times. Like,
all right, so I had to take notes on that one to break it down. She's dating a broke guy that she is taking care of concerts, taking care of trips. Those things, concerts and trips, are external things to your relationship. They don't make your relationship. They don't, better your relationship. Yeah, you get experience out of that. But if you two are fighting all the time, or you two are not happy with each other, and you go to a concert and that just turns to more fighting because you're not happy with each other. You two go on a trip together. The trip is not going to make you guys bond even more. It's not going to fix any issues that you guys are already having. You have to take the time to be with each other and talk to each other, communicate with each other. You said he take care of you. He's a good guy, but he just doesn't have money. He's broke. Okay, but you let him know this? Did you talk to him about like, hey, I don't feel appreciated in my relationship. I don't feel like I'm getting, enough out of this relationship. Did you tell him that you want to be taken out on trips? You want to go to concerts, but you don't want to, you don't want to pay for everything. It'd be nice to have that as a gift and somebody take, did you let him know that? Did you let him know that you would like to be treated to a concert? You like to be treated on a trip that he plans? Maybe he doesn't like planning trips. Maybe he doesn't like going to concerts. What does he like doing? And you ask him that, what he's into. Talk to him and see what he's about and see what he likes doing. And maybe that's where his finances are going towards. Versus saying like, hey, you don't take me on trips. You don't take me on this. You don't take me to concerts. So I don't feel appreciative because so-and-so did this on social media. One, do not compare your relationship to social media. Those people who get taken out on trips on social media, those girls like, look what he bought me. Look what he did all this. They might not be in happy relationships. They could be in horrible relationships. So don't use social media as a guideline for how your relationship should be, because that's not always the truth. People can fabricate and make lies of their lives on social media. So do not use social media as your blueprint for how your relationship should be, because you might find that this couple who was pretending to be lovey-dovey on social media got a divorce or breakup 2 months later. So don't compare your relationship to social media. Now, you said that he take care of you on, your birthday month, which is September. You say he took care of your whole birthday month and made sure you treated nice and did this for you, and he celebrates you on your holidays. So it means he's doing things to make you feel appreciative and make you feel loved and make you feel, valued and appreciative. He's doing that for you, but it's not the idea that you wanted. And that's fine. And that's something you need. Then it might be time for you to end a relationship. It might be time for you to be like, you know what? I just don't feel it as much, I am going to walk out on this relationship. I'm going to end this relationship because I don't feel like I'm getting what I want to get out of this relationship. It's not that you're dating a broke guy, it's that you're dating somebody who maybe their values and their way of life is different from yours. Maybe they don't want to go on trips and have those experiences and concerts like you want. Then you date somebody who goes on who like to go to concerts and who like to have trips and go on experiences like that. You say he takes care of you and makes sure you feel good, but also like between October and December, you guys were sitting ducks. You didn't go on dates. Did you ask him, hey, can we do dates in October? Can we do dates in, November and December? I want to do date nights. Have you brought that up to him without saying like, and let him know like, hey, I want to be treated this night. I want to be treated on date nights. I want to be treated once a week. Let him know. If you told him that, because he probably can't read your mind. He probably thinks everything is fine on his point of view. He probably thinks that you're happy as can be. You're pleased as a peach. But if you didn't bring that to him and express that, hey, you're not feeling valued, you're not feeling loved, you're not feeling appreciative, I want to be taking on more dates. Let him know that and just say, hey, babe, I really appreciate you taking me on dates. I really appreciate we went on dates at least once a week. Then he's going to do whatever he can to make those dates happen. He might not have to drop $100 on a date. He might not drop $200 on a date. He might not drop the money to go to a concert. But he will make sure you feel appreciated and loved, and whatever version of that he can provide, he's going to do that. Now, you're saying, well, if I be with him and he's going to leave me, I fear that he's going to leave me. That's the risk of dating. Relationship comes to the end. It can be tomorrow. It can be a few years. It can be when you guys die. That's going to be a part of dating. You have to come to the conclusion that it will end eventually. Not all relationships last. That is a co-reality of dating. It's a co-reality of life. Life doesn't last. We all know that. At one point or another, our clock is ticking and we will die. So you just have to be comfortable and understand that, relationship will end, but you can't live your life in fear that, oh, if he makes money, he's going to leave me. You can't do that. And you dating somebody you don't feel comfortable enough, secure enough to be like, you know what? If everything doesn't go the way it goes or he makes money and he leaves me, then maybe that's not the partner for you. Maybe it's time for you to also move on because you have this fear that that's not, the relationship is going to last that long. So I say at this point, it's not about the money. You say you also date somebody who was, who made much more money than you, but you also call him a narcissist. So it's up to you. I say in your situation with your relationship, what do you do? If you're not happy, if you have had these conversations with him and he hasn't had the opportunity to change it, or he has had the opportunity to change it, you had these conversations, say, hey, I don't like just sitting around. I want to go on dates. I want to be treated. I want to go out. I appreciate it. And tell your partner, I feel appreciated if you take me on dates. And once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month. I feel appreciated if you go on dates 3 times a month. And your partner had the opportunity to make that change, and first, give them the opportunity to do that, for one. Give your partner the opportunity to make the change, to take you on dates. And then your partner does that and you still don't feel appreciative, you still don't feel love and value from him, then it's time for you to end a relationship. Time for you to move on. Time for you to find somebody who have the same values on going on, go on trips, who like exploring, who like going on trips, who likes going to concerts and music. Maybe you guys don't have the same interests, and that's a big deal for you. You want to experience life with somebody who goes on trips, who goes to concerts, and that's important to you, then you need to date somebody who does that. If that's not important to you, that's not important that your partner share those same kind of experiences with you, and you're okay with dating somebody who might have different goals and hobbies, but you guys work well together, then it's also perfectly fine to stay with somebody. But in your situation, you sound like you better start resenting your partner, that you're not getting appreciated, and you start dating somebody who does kind of have the same experiences as you, who wants to experience the world you want to experience. That would be my advice to you. In this situation, it'd be okay to let him go. Say, hey, I want to end a relationship. It's not because he's broke, because your experiences is not the same way, and you don't guys feel the same as far as things go. But don't look at social media and blame social media that these girls out here are the ones getting all the things. I want that too. Okay, you want that, but also you have to take into account that those girls might not be in a happy relationship. So are you willing to lose your relationship to go date somebody who just gives you gifts, but you say you're dating somebody who make more money than you, but you say he's a narcissist? So are you okay with dating somebody who just gives you gifts and that's it? Who give you concert tickets, who pays for the expensive trips and that's it? I don't just call them expensive, they're not expensive, but you pay for trips and that's it. If that's all you want, then go find that. But you might not find somebody who also be willing and caring and sit there and be able to have that conversation with your birthdays and celebrate you on your holidays. So that's something you'd be willing to give up. You say he's a good guy, you say he's just broke. I don't think he's broke. I just don't think you guys have the same experiences that you guys want to have. So, because maybe he's content with the money he's making. And that's the case. Who are you to change that for him? So, yeah, I think you guys just had different values in life, and it's okay to leave your relationship for this. It's okay. It's up to you, though, but I think it's okay. All right, we got one more video here before we get into the Reddit's reaction, Reddit questions. So, this is from Mr. Russell Hartley, and let's see what he has to say.
All women want is money. Women only want rich guys. Yeah, no duh. And what's wrong with that? If she wants to look nice and she wants to get her nails done and she wants to get her hair done, she's doing that for you so that she can look good for you. So why wouldn't you want to pay for that? Why not? I would offer. I'd be like, yeah, girl, go get it all done. It's all good. Have fun. It's on me. And that's not simping. That's just you being a man and taking care of your woman. And that, by the way, is what I want for myself. That's for me. I want her to look good, so I'm happy. Don't you see? Don't you get it? We're all happy here. It's way better this way. By the way, the only people that are frustrated by this are the men who are at the bottom. My friends would make fun of me. If my girl was walking around dusty, they'd be like, yo, you can't get your girl's hair done, bro? Like, it would be a me problem, not a her problem. There are levels to this stuff, and your mindset speaks volumes.
Okay, so one, I never heard a guy call another man out for his girlfriend or wife hair not being done. Never heard a guy say that. Never. Bro, you can't get your girl hair done? What? Women want to date a man who has money because it's financial stability. It's safety. It's safety. It's safety. It's financial stability. It's safe. Somebody who can take care of themselves because, let's say the two get together, they have a kid, the lady can't work for, 4 months, 5 months. Who's going to come pay the bills? Like, if the guy's struggling to pay his own rent, how can he take care of somebody and a kid and another lady at the same time? So how can you take care of somebody you're not financially stable yourself? So the reason why women say they want men with money is because they want somebody who's financially stable, somebody who can take care of themselves and then take care of somebody else when the time comes. Now, if a lady's like, I want my man to pay for my nails, man pay for my hair, when nails can cost up to $70 to $200 and hair can cost us $300 to $400, maybe $500, $600, $900. That's a whole, like, somebody dropping a whole rent sometime to pay for somebody's makeup and stuff like that, and hairdo. No, I never heard a guy give another man crap for not paying for his lady's hair and stuff. I've never heard that. I've heard ladies say, I want a man to pay for this stuff for me. Because, yeah, it is expensive. Like, you want to go easy. Like, you're about to pay rent to get your hair done. I've heard of it. I've seen it. So, like, I understand when ladies say, I want a man to do this. But also, women, taking into account, you see to most women, like, why they get all dolled up and everything. A lot of women would say it's not really for, men. Gaze is for themselves. Now, I understand you want your girl to look good, but what's wrong with her natural beauty? Like, walking out and her natural beauty is not dusty. Let's take that into account as well. So he's like, oh, I don't want her walking out dusty. You can take care of yourself and not get $400 worth of hair done or $500, $600, $700 worth of hair done. You can take care of yourself and still look beautiful and gorgeous in your natural beauty. There's nothing wrong with that. So if a woman says she wants a man who's rich, who has money, it's because she wants financial stability. Now, if a guy, you want to treat your girl to get her hair done like that, that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. But that's not, in a sense, that's not providing, in a sense. That's not That's not what being a man is. Oh, I can cover my girl's hair. I can give her a present. I can give her a gift and completely walk off the sunset and not think about anything else as far as emotional connection. Being there as emotional support. Picking her up when she's down. Making sure that she also has food in her belly. Making sure that she's taken care of. Making sure that, all these things that a partner should do, that a teammate should do. It's not all about money. And I think we need to stop putting that ideal out there. And the reason why I want to react to this because I want to show guys and ladies that it's not always about the money. You can give somebody all the money in the world. You can give somebody everything in the world, and as far as like money goes, they still won't be happy because they don't have that physical connection. They don't have that emotional connection. You guys are not talking about how are we feeling, talking about our emotion and our mental well-being. We're not having those discussions to connect each other on a deeper level. It's more about just giving somebody presents and gifts. That's surface level. And that's not what providing is. That's not. And we shouldn't parade this around that this is providing. It is not providing. It's a nice gift to give somebody. Yes, sure. But that's not the definition of providing and being a provider for a man. You're worth more than your money. Ladies, men are worth more than their money. Ladies, you can also make more money than a man, and that's perfectly fine. But as far as providing goes, it's more than just being a money bag and give somebody money and always being a fixer. No, providing can be sometimes support, listening, be a wall to lean on, be a concrete brick to hold your partner up when they about to fall and you're like, nah, I got you. I'm gonna be these hands to hold you up. I'm gonna be a mental support system. I'm gonna be your partner to get you through this, and we're gonna work on this together. Where that together means me just sitting here being an ear to listen to and make sure you get a place to vent and make sure you get a place to put your stress out. But also, hopefully, you do the same for me. Hopefully, it's not just one way; it's two ways. Hopefully, wherever your dynamic relationship is, if you're paying for everything, maybe she's also helping around the house. Maybe she's also making sure the kids taken care of. Maybe she's pulling in weight somewhere else. I don't know where that is, but that's not my relationship. So, as a provider goes, financial stability is important. Yes. As far as your girl goes, and looks and makeup and all that stuff, that is surface level because at the end of the day, that all fades. This could be somebody who, the lady gets older, she's 40 something years old, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go get a young 20-year-old lady because she looks better than the 40-year-old. That's the kind of relationship you're falling yourself into with somebody who pays for superficial stuff and just make sure, she gotta look on point. Well, maybe one day she doesn't want to get her hair done. Oh, well, I'm out. I can't deal with this. I'm going to go find a chick who looks better with her, has her hair done, nails done, everything did. Like, that's not a provider. That is not a provider. We cannot stress that. Men, do not fall in the trap. They're like, oh, I'm going to provide. Like, no, I never heard a guy dog out another man's lady because she didn't have her hair done, nails done, whatever the case would be. Some guys don't even know when a girl put eyelashes on. You can tell me for years what eyelashes look like. I wouldn't know. I couldn't know the girl had extensions in her hair. I wouldn't know. Guys, we're not. It's not really that. That's not what we're looking for. Now I heard a guy say your girlfriend's cute, your girlfriend's beautiful, or your wife is gorgeous. I've heard men say that to other guys about their significant others, but I never heard a man say, "Dude, why the heck you date a dusty chick?" Never. And I wouldn't want to be friends with somebody who disrespect my significant other like that. Why are you looking at why you call my significant other dusty? Who are you? So that's not a provider. And men, ladies, do not fall into that trap. If you want to date somebody who makes money, go for it. But if somebody puts things into superficial stuff like that, just be careful that they might not be with you for just you in deeper level. They might only be with you for your surface level. And I'm curious to see if he has a relationship. I'm curious to see what his relationship looks like, a year from now. Be careful as people on TikTok spew stuff like that and talk about what's what men should do. Because unless you come with facts and details and some comfort and safety and listen to psychology, reading books, listen to therapists, listen to podcasts, listen to other people, how they live their lives and break down and how couples who've been together for 50, 60, 70 years, how they live in existence with each other and make sure the relationship in life is still, cherishable and still amazing. Unless you're listening to them and getting thoughts and books and coming back with that kind of stuff and saying, well, this is what a couple who've been together for 50 years, what they built their relationship off of. unless you have that and you're bringing that to the table to explain this is what men should do, because it's what I've seen couples been together for 50 years and they're happy and satisfied. Unless you have that, you should not be saying hiding for her hair and nails is going to make her stay around. That's a provider, because that's the girl prior to him. Oh, he had money. I got all that and I wasn't happy. That's why I didn't date somebody who had money. I dated somebody who, I actually say she's a narcissist, but what does narcissist mean? He kept the money for himself. So that's my viewpoint on that. That's my thought process on that. And let's go ahead and get into Reddits. All right, Reddit time. So the first one here, did my boyfriend, male, cheat on me, or am I overreacting? Boyfriend 21, female 20. Around a year ago in March 2023, I went on a getaway with my boyfriend of 1 year. While at a restaurant, I found an Instagram message on his phone to an influencer with 10,000 followers commenting her butt. This incident, along with others, led to our breakup. Okay, cool beans. That was your boundary. You established it. Breakup. Cool. Fast forward to now, we got back together, all right, making our relationship 2 years in total if we include the time before our first breakup. No, don't do that. Recently, I was on his phone again looking for a video we recorded on Snapchat and came across a girl's story in underwear. His Snap is a private account and he doesn't have a lot of people on it. Upon further investigation, I discovered a saved snap sent from her sent on his birthday, February 21st, 2020. Why'd she put his birthday out there? Anyway, while we were still together, with a picture of her holding her boobs saying birthday sex, ? I confronted him about it today, February 2024. So that was 2023. A year ago, March 2023, they broke up. But she found a saved picture from him from 2023, February 21st, 2023. Okay. And it confronted about him today on February 2024. His excuse is that she's a well-known cam girl, OnlyFans from completely different country. So she's an OnlyFans model from a completely different country. Okay. I find both of these situations incredibly disrespectful and, in a way, betraying trust. His excuse each time is that they are famous, implying it's not a big deal. But regardless of someone's fame, the principle remains. Who wants to find messages to other girls talking about their butt or receiving nude pictures on their partner's phone? I question why he even has this cam girl on Snapchat. His excuse that he added her when we were broken up doesn't hold up, as the snap was sent on February 21st when we were together. No, she didn't. Okay, why would he keep someone like that on Snapchat unless he still wanted to see their content or potentially receive more images like that? Might I add, during this time, my father was in the hospital February 21st. Despite all this, he continued to dismiss my feelings, making me doubt if I'm overreacting. Am I overreacting? Okay, one, your father had nothing to do with it. Sorry that your father's in the hospital. Talking prayers out to your father, but that had nothing to do with it. So I'm not sure why you brought that up. That hearsay, nursay regarding which situation is. Okay, let's roll this back a little bit. February 2023, he got a Snapchat from a cam girl, probably paying her OnlyFans. Okay, she's sending a thing to my happy belated, happy birthday sex, hoo, ? Kissy face, boo. That happened March 2023. You saw that he got a message from an OnlyFans model on Instagram saying, look at my butt kind of thing. You didn't like it. That was your boundary. Cool. You broke up with him. You said for you that following Instagram models, interacting with Instagram models, getting an OnlyFans model interact, that is a boundary of trust, a boundary of, looking at other women. I'm not about that life. You out of it. Okay, cool. That's not a boundary of his. But you say you was out of it. Cool. That's what you wanted. That's what you established. Then not even a year, like maybe 11 months, 10 months later, whatever the case may be, y'all got back together. When y'all got back together, did you establish that, hey, this is a boundary of mine. If this happens again, I am out? Did you make that known to him? Was it printed in black and white so him to know that this is a boundary and he cannot do that? then you're out. Now, have you this been going on since you started dating again? Because this was from 2023 February. You broke up in March 2023. Everything between that, this is a whole new relationship. I wouldn't consider us dating 2 years in a row with the relationship. No, you started a whole new relationship. Wherever boundaries you established from March, or let's say, I don't know when y'all got back together, but from March till now, or when y'all got back together, let's say I got back together in December. So December until, now, what new boundaries you guys established, the new rules you guys are staying with in your relationship. Your relationship is starting over. Completely fresh, completely anew. Here's the boundary. This is what you want. This is what you need. This is what we won't cross. If you cross this, it's considered cheating. If you didn't establish that, or if you did establish that, there you go. That's what he's going off of. That photo was on his phone in your previous relationship. He's not, and if he's not following anybody new, if he's not talking to anybody new, if he didn't chat her recently or follow her recently, and you said that she's on there currently, he probably didn't delete her off. If she was there prior to March 2023, prior to the breakup, prior to y'all getting back together, he probably just left her on there. He probably didn't go back in and clean up all his stuff. But here's the thing. Are you overreacting? You asked the question, I'm going to answer it. Yes, you are overreacting in a sense. I'm going to make people mad. People are going to go blow up my comment. How dare you? She's overreacting. She's overreacting. If nothing new has come up, no new evidence has come up, and that picture you saw was a year ago and prior to y'all breaking up, if that picture he said on his phone, he kept it on his phone. All right. It's in his Snapchat. Is he going back in looking at it? Probably. I don't know. Especially if you let him, especially you don't have a issue with watching adult content, then he might go back into the bank and look at that. Let's be honest with it. But you are overreacting in a sense because you started a new relationship. You can't hold him accountable to his old relationship. Because then you're going to constantly bring up the fact that he's constantly cheating and constantly looking at OnlyFans models. You're not going to let that go. You have to be comfortable with starting this new relationship to let that go. If you can't let that go, then you need to move on and find somebody who boundary is. I don't look at social media models. I think social media models are considered, cheating against my partner. I think it's disrespecting my partner. You need to find somebody who has that same viewpoint and value regarding social media and OnlyFans models as you. If you can't find somebody who does that, then don't date somebody who does. So I'd rather say wait and find somebody who's willing to say social media models and OnlyFans models. I think that's a sign of disrespect. I won't follow them once I start dating a girl. Or I will go back and clean up my fans once I start dating somebody. Or he'd be like, you know what? I don't see it as an issue. I won't follow anybody new, but I'm not going to clean up anybody new. I'll just let them sit there. But you have to have that boundary established. So as of right now, you are overreacting on the situation because you started a new relationship. If you can't get past that old relationship, then in that case, you just have to move on. The relationship isn't for you. So that is my thought process to you. And hope you take that well. And good luck in your next boyfriend. All right. Moving on, and this will probably be the last one because now I'm going over an hour right now. All right, let's go with this one. My boyfriend wants to break up with me after his mother died. It's a long story, but I'll try to keep it short. We've been dating for 8 years, and he's very close and reserved person. I'm completely needy. He refuses therapy and just isolates himself. We don't live together. 8 years, don't live together? Okay. His mother died half a year ago. I always tried to be there for him, but he didn't want to, even with my insistence. I couldn't understand how someone wouldn't want their partner with them at such a difficult time. I didn't accept it, and this led to a series of fights between us. A few days ago, he said he has no motivation for anything. He doesn't plan any future, and I'm included in that. He says he doesn't see any improvements in his situation, that he sees everything as negative, and that's why he wants to end the relationship. He didn't talk to me for 2 weeks. I understand, but I can't accept this wanting to end the relationship. I'm confused, suffering, and I don't know what to do. Right now, he doesn't talk to me even though we're different. I love him immensely, and he is everything to me. What to do? Your partner wants to end the relationship. Let him end the relationship. Let him break up with you. This is your chance to start new. It's going to hurt. Breakups are not fun. Breakups are not easy. It sucks. You have to accept that. I'm sorry that your relationship is ending. It sucks. But let's live in this moment. Let's live in this reality. That's what our relationship's coming to. Give your boyfriend time, your ex-boyfriend time. Let him live through his life. Let him experience everything he needs to experience. Let him grieve how he needs to grieve. If he needs help, you say, hey, I'll be an ear to listen to. If you need to speak to somebody, I can give you therapists. I can give you, here's some therapy numbers. Here's some links you might, talk to get a third party's perspective and help you talk through this. If you need anything, I'll be here for you. Say that to him. But do not expect to go back to him as a boyfriend. Expect to go back to him as a friend and nothing more. I know it sucks. He's breaking it up with you. And you can't fight to keep something when somebody wants to end it. He's out the relationship. He's been out. 8 years. It's been a fun ride. Take what you learned from the relationship. Take what you, liked about the relationship. Write it down. Take about what you didn't like. You said you're needy. Then you probably need somebody who also match that same, I don't call it neediness, but that same affection, attraction, that same want. Maybe your love language not being met, and you're just, you're in it because this is what you see, but this is not what the relationship is meant to be. It's okay. It's gonna suck. Give yourself 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Go find things you love doing. Go get into hobbies that you missed, that you wasn't able to do. Take that time to cultivate new relationships with people. Don't start on dating apps. Don't do that. But go hang out with friends. Go hang out with family. Start doing things you enjoy doing. Go do things you haven't done yet. Enjoy your life a little bit. And when he wants to call and talk to you, say, hey, I'm here to listen to you as a friend. I don't see there's any romantic relationship going forward. And then if he decides to extend the olive branch and say, I want to start anew, give him that space and say, hey, I'm going to think about it. But I wouldn't hold the last 8 years prior to that. Also, this is a new relationship. Let's start over. Let's see where we go. Here's my boundaries. Here's what I want. This is what I need to feel fulfilled. I can't have you disappear on me. I can't have you leave me. Let him know that. But as of right now, the best thing you can do for your ex is give him space. Let him have time, and he needs somebody to talk to. You can come back and give him something to talk to. Be an ear. You can give him a link to therapists. Make sure that he's okay. But your relationship's over and it sucks. I'm sorry and I'm here for you. But you have to be, willing to walk that path and let that go. And this is a new life for you. And that's okay. And that's the beauty of life. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Nerdy Dating. I hate ending on sour notes like that, but it's sometimes what pops up on Nerdy Dating. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. I'm going over an hour here, so I want to keep y'all going. I want to keep y'all waiting, let y'all live y'all lives. Go out there, have fun. But please please share, please subscribe to the podcast. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. And see y'all next episode of Nerdy Dating, and keep being awesome. Thank you for watching this episode of Nerdy Dating. I really appreciate it. If there's another episode you want to watch, you can look at it right there. If you want to subscribe to the page and watch more content, it's down here. Also, you have a question about dating, you want to put it in the comment section, go ahead and do it. Or you can send me your dating question to my email of alizakkanerdydating@gmail.com. That's alizakkanerdydating@gmail.com. And I will answer your question on the next episode of Nerdy Dating. Thank you so much for watching the show. I appreciate you, and keep being awesome.